Up next on Newscenter 2's Nightcast, is there any connection between the discovery of two bodies near the same area in Osage County?
A crime wave may be hitting some North Tulsa neighborhoods, and police are moving to stop it.
An area landfill isn't living up to city guidelines, and it could be endangering your family's health.
And accusations of rape are being leveled at a K County jailer by two female inmates. We'll have the latest on those accusations and update all the news next on the Nightcast.
You're watching KJRH TV 2, Tulsa. Live from KJRH in Tulsa, Sam Jones, Beth Ringel, Nightcast reporter Marty Griffin, meteorologist Gary Shore, and sports director Jerry Weber. This is Newscenter 2 Nightcast.
Good evening, everyone. Police now have the name of a Tulsa woman whose decomposed body was found in Osage County yesterday. She is the second woman to be found murdered alongside the same road in Osage County in less than a month. The Nightcast reporter Marty Griffin has just returned from Osage County. Marty, what's the latest?
Sam, the Osage County Sheriff's Department is being kept very busy tonight with two murder investigations on their hands.
President Reagan once again came out swinging on the issue of the Americans believed to be held in Beirut. He told a national JC's convention in Indianapolis that the U.S. will never cave in, as he put it, to the demands of terrorists. He said that yielding to their demand will only invite more such action.
President Reagan wasn't alone in his condemnation of the hijackers. Secretary of State George Shultz told a Senate Foreign Relations Committee today the U.S. will not rest until the 40 Americans are freed. At the same time, National Security Advisor Robert McFarlane flatly denied reports that the U.S. is asking the Red Cross to negotiate an exchange of Shiite prisoners in Israel for the Americans.
Meanwhile, terrorists continue to strike. The main airport in Frankfurt, West Germany was the latest target. 3 people killed, dozens were injured. The blast flattened checkout counters and blew out windows, sending chunks of glass flying everywhere. And authorities say tonight they still don't know who's responsible.
This afternoon's special Star Wars experiment involving the Space Shuttle Discovery was a failure. The shuttle was to reflect a laser beam from a ground station in Hawaii back down to the tiny island. The shuttle, however, was not lined up properly. Prior to that attempt, the crew of Discovery successfully launched a third communications satellite into space.
An 8-year-old Cub Scout from Seattle was honored for his generosity this week by riding in the Main Street Parade at Disneyland. Billy Joe Thomas earlier donated a trip that he won to the Magic Kingdom to a Seattle group that grants last wishes to dying children. When word of this got out, an anonymous donor gave Billy Joe another chance to go, and this time he took it.
And that's Nightcast Digest for Wednesday, June 19th, 1985. When you know it was just too nice to last, Gary Shore says it's back to summer.
Oh, I think we're going to put Gary back in the box. It's back to cool indoors, hopefully. His forecast is up next.
Talking about is about 30 to 40% coverage. And let's take a look at a radar replay tape for an example of some scattered storms about 15 months ago. And as you can see, they don't affect all areas at the same time. They're kind of almost few and far between. You can get some pretty heavy ones, but most places are not getting rain most of the time. And that's the way it usually is at this time.
Coming up in sports, the threat of a baseball strike continues.
Oh, boy. Well, it might not be a bad idea for Chicago fans. At least that's what they're saying. Todd Whitthorne will have details when we come back.
They win it 2-1.
Good for them.
That's it.
Thanks.
Thanks, Todd. Coming up, there are thousands of places to buy a drink in Oklahoma.
But tonight, there's only one place where you can buy a drink legally. We'll tell you where and why next. Wednesday evening. Thanks for joining us.
For an update on all of your morning's news, be sure to watch Karen Keith in Oklahoma Today. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6. Thanks for being with us. Good night.
If you have a consumer complaint or a problem we can help you with, call the Newscenter 2 troubleshooter at 742-NEWS.